In this lecture, I want to show you how to redirect from one route to another. The word redirect should probably be in quotes, as this can be slightly misleading. Technically, it is accurate enough, but just don't confuse redirecting in Vue.js with server-side redirects. What we're going to do in this lecture does not perform any redirects over HTTP, so it's purely handled in JavaScript. Therefore, you should consider still keeping your server-side redirects. This would be necessary to avoid dead links unless you are using a wildcard route in your backend application. Also, you should consider doing this to optimize for search engines, because they still rely heavily on HTTP status codes. Either way, I have added a route in advance, which represents a legacy route for viewing a product. I want to redirect the path to a different one, just so that we don't ruin the user experience by changing the path. It's true that links are automatically updated if using named routes, but if this is not the case, then there might be links that were not properly refactored. In particular though, this is to account for any links out in the wild around the internet that we don't have control over. We already have a new route for this purpose, so let's go ahead and redirect to it. So the first thing I'll do is to remove the component key for this legacy route, and instead I'll add a redirect key. And this key should simply contain the path to the new route that we want to redirect to. Like so. And notice that I have specified a dynamic segment in this redirect path. The Vue router library will automatically know to take the dynamic segment from the route path and use it for the redirect path. So this will actually work and the ID will be used in the redirect path correctly. Opening up a browser, I can go to the address bar of the browser and enter a legacy URL, so /vue. And we can see that we are redirected, but it seems like I made a typo, or rather I forgot an S in the redirect URL. So let's try again. Add the S/vue. And now you can see we're redirected to the new product page. Instead of specifying the path to redirect to explicitly, we can also specify the name of the route. To do that, we just have to change the value of the redirect key to an object with a name key. So let's do exactly that. Add an object here instead of the string, and add a name key, being a string. And this should be the name of the route that we want to redirect to. So I can simply copy this name up here. Let's just check that it still works, although of course I'm expecting it to work. So let's try again. And indeed it still works. Vue even adds more flexibility in case you need to have more control over the redirecting than this. Instead of providing a path or a route name within an object, you can also specify a function for the redirect key. This function should then return the redirect path, so you can do pretty much anything you want within that function. This gives you the maximum amount of flexibility for determining where a given route should redirect to. I'm not going to implement this because it's not such a common approach, and because there's nothing special about it, as it's just a simple function. Of course, you're more than welcome to ask if you have any questions about that approach. And that's all there is to redirecting in Vue.js.